with finance, with fitness, health, wealth, success, happiness, whatever you want to learn about, it's all out there. If you're an entrepreneur, business guy, there's people out there who have done it, and they've put all that information, all the experience and knowledge in a book, and you can get it for like $15-20. It's all there. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this channel. If you don't know me, my name is David. So today is actually the day that I decided to make my first video for this channel. I had a thought about what it could be about. I had a bunch of topics that I wanted to speak on, but I figured the first thing that I want to talk about is why should you read? And the reason, one of the main reasons of why I chose that topic, books, reading, is I figured what's most important really in life when you really think about it, apart from knowledge and education. When you really think about it, from the time we were born, we came into this world with nothing really. Everything that we are now and going to be in the future is something that we've acquired. The knowledge that we've acquired from family, from parents, from teachers, from friends, environment, from books, podcasts, videos, and so on. We started first by learning how to talk, how to speak, how to walk, and how to look after ourselves and so on. So I figured, that would make sense why I should do this first. I feel like it's very important. But even apart from that, is also looking at my personal journey in life so far, looking at the person who I am now and the person that I want to become. Had a lot to do with the start of that journey. Just a few years back, I took a step back and really look at my life and my purpose in life and my goals. And back then I also looked at my strength and my weaknesses. And I figured then one of my weaknesses was my communication skill. I came from Mauritius, so we speak French and Creole. English is not my first language, so I wanted to improve that. So the best way really to improve that was reading. And even back then I disliked reading. Throughout high school I never really finished a book from start to finish. I would be the guy who's outdoor playing soccer, breakdancing, playing basketball, DJing. That was me. I really disliked, homework and reading and all that. But eventually, as I become more mature and really want to work on myself and improve, and I figured I have to read. Not even I have to read more, I just have to read, because I've never really read in my life. So I thought of a way that could make me, like reading by picking a topic. And I thought that the human brain is something that I'm really fascinated by. So I thought I'll look up a book, that's, all about that. And that's when I came across a book called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. I wish I had it with me right now so I could show you, but someone has it. I don't know who, maybe family member or friend. I hope I haven't lost it, but anyway, either way, I know someone has it and they'll be reading it, because that book actually changed my life. Not even the fact that it improved my communication skill, which was my main goal, but even better than that, it opened me to a whole new world of knowledge and wisdom that I will forever be grateful for. The book itself, I might make a video just on the subconscious mind. It's very, very important. As we all know, our brain is divided into two parts. One is conscious and one is unconscious. We know a lot about our conscious. We use it on a daily basis excuse me, to make decisions with our judgment, with our daily activities, with everything. But what we don't know or much aware of is our subconscious, which is actually the most powerful part of our brain. And the fact is that it's more alive and more active when we're actually asleep. But everything that we attract, that everything that we desire with our goals in our future actually comes a lot from our subconscious. See, our destiny, is developed through our subconscious and not our conscious. But the trick here is that what we think about, what we see every day, what we surround ourselves with, and the people and the environment and so on. You know, we use our conscious to attract those things in the moment, but when we go to sleep and our subconscious is turning all that thoughts and images, all that conscious thinking of our daily basis in our life, is actually turning all that, changing it over to our subconscious. And our subconscious is a powerful thing that I would suggest is the most powerful thing in the universe, because it's so powerful that it's taking all that information and turning it into our destiny. But anyway, I won't go too much into details, but the book talks a lot about, law of attraction, not in a way, in that magical way that like people cannot get turned off it, but it's backed up by legit science data that shows you. It's not like, for example, affirmation. When you go, let's say if you want to be fit, for example, you can't just be like, I'm going to be fit, I'm healthy, I'm going to be fit, and then all of a sudden you look like, oh no. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about that. What it's about is like, law of attraction is a real thing. Knowledge about that is a real thing, but it's, you gotta put in the action. You can't just look like this guy by telling yourself you're gonna look like this guy, but you gotta go to the gym and work hard every day, right? But then the trick here is, what you can also do, just instead of just going to the gym and working hard, that's great, that's very good, but you can get there faster, twice as fast, if you have a photo of, Arnold, for example, on your dream board in your room, your dream board in your room, right? And you look at it every day before you go to sleep, before you fall asleep, in the feeder mode. You visualize yourself looking like that, and you can repeat to yourself, I'm gonna be like him one, I'm gonna be like him. You do that, but then you wake up the next day, you gotta put it into action. You actually have to turn up to the gym and lift those weights. You know what I mean? But that's how it works. You could go to the gym by itself, cool, you'll get there maybe, but you might get there a bit slow. But if you actually visualize it, you acquire all those images in your head, and you talk to yourself and you affirm it, especially before going to sleep. I guarantee you're going to get there a lot faster, because once you're asleep and your subconscious is turning all that images and the self-taught, or if you watch him on YouTube or listening to his podcast on a daily basis, you're going to get there a lot faster. But anyway, that's what the book is all about, law of attraction, which I know a lot of you guys are into. It's a real thing. But again, like that, they all say, knowledge is power. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is power only upon acting on. So remember that. Your knowledge has to be backed up by action for it to be powerful. So that's important. So I won't go too much into details, but again, the main topic of this video is why you should read. And I'm telling you from my perspective and my experiences of trying to improve my communication skill, that it turned out to be even greater than that, because the word of knowledge and wisdom, doesn't matter what you want to be. I believe in life, everybody again has a purpose of becoming the best version of themselves. We are all students of life. We love learning new things, and it's great to read. It's just great. And if you're a fitness guy, you can go out and read this book and learn so much about diet, about techniques, about discipline, about mindset. Arnold was amazing. Long story short, before he would have breakfast in the morning, his dad would make him do push-up. He would have to earn his breakfast. That's the type of mindset he had, and reading about it might inspire you. Obviously backed up by action. You at the gym, you do it, you get there a lot faster. You know what I mean? If you're a finance guy, entrepreneur, business guy, wealth is one thing that we all value. For example, this book, Rule Number 1, Phil Town, he studied Warren Buffett, which is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, investor of all time, and he done a lot of research, and he looked up to Warren Buffett, and he put all that information in the book, and I learned so much from that. I knew nothing about finance in high school, even after high school. Like, a school didn't teach much. They probably just taught you the basic, like nothing. Like, even then they teach you like how to work for money. But the key here in finance and investing is how to make money work for you. And I won't get too much into detail with finance, but I would probably be in debt if I didn't read a few books on finance, and they are great. So basically, I've been talking to myself for the past 5 minutes. My iPhone, the memory is gone, so I just cleared a few stuff. So, but it's all good because that's another good thing about sharing wisdom and knowledge is that you get to learn it twice, and I guess I get to learn it more time right now because I have to remake this video, but it's all good. Going back to what I was saying, with finance, with fitness, health, wealth, success, happiness, whatever you want to learn about, it's all out there. If you're an entrepreneur, business guy, there's people out there who have done it, and they've put all that information, all the experience and knowledge in a book, and you can get it for like $15-20. It's all there. I've got a few more books here. Just Shetty, you guys probably know him. He's the best in his game in that niche of wisdom and self-development. I learned a lot from this guy. It's really amazing book. Things like that, education, knowledge like that, they should implement that in school. They should have a subject called wisdom. You should get someone like him to be a teacher. Crucial, man. I wish we all knew this from an early age about how ego works, about feelings and emotion, and and mindset and discipline and habits and all these things. It would make life so much easier if we knew this from early on. But anyway, the one thing is a lot to do with time management. I have right here on my board 1440, 1440. It's the amount of minutes in a day. So basically, this for me is important because time is our biggest asset for everybody, and it's a good reminder of the amount of minutes in a day, to remind myself every day that not to waste even 1 minute, to be very wise with time as much as possible. Because here's the thing, right? Even with the thing that we value the most, let's say with love, right? Let's say if you have a partner and then things don't work out, and you break up, you have a breakup, it's okay. You lose someone and you can find someone else and find love again. Another thing that we value, probably most important, is health. You get sick, you can go to the doctor, get some medicine, eat some healthy food, drink some more water, you'll be okay. You get your health back. Wealth is something we also value. If you lose your job, you lose some money, it's okay. You get another job, you'll make some more money, you get it back. But with time, you lose 1 minute. Right now watching this video, it's gone. You're never gonna get that back, So at the end of the day, you gotta think about those things, because it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're black, if you're white, if you're rich, if you're poor. We all get the same time in a day. Same amount of minutes, 1440. You lose one, you don't ever get it back. So sorry, I think I went a bit too long on this book, but biggest asset, time, it's important. I think I got a few more just quickly, just give you an idea. What we have, Sapiens, tells you a lot about the humanity, the history of human, where we come from, where we came from, the motherland, Africa. It's really good. I learned a lot of that. Tupac. If you're into poetry, I know we all love this guy. Died too young. As a hip hop DJ, I really value this. Learned a lot. A lot of his lyrics are in there, from his thoughts, and it's reading, about him. It's pretty cool. Brain Rules, another book on the human brain. Like I said, man, we really don't know much about our brain. I surely didn't. I'm still learning on a daily basis. There's so much information, and if you know how to operate that, you could be just fine. 80-20, had to work smarter and not harder, be more effective. Men's Search for Meaning, into philosophy. This is based on a true story. What I've gained from it really is a lot to do with gratitude. This time Victor, he during his time, he was actually in a Nazi concentration camp. It taught me a lot about grateful, because if we were born around that time, man, imagine waking up captured, and it could be your turn to just be put in a, in a room full of gas, or you could be drawn alive, or be shot or stabbed to death, just because that's reality, Or if you were born during the Roman Empire time, waking up, you gotta go to war, could get blown up by a grenade anytime. Like that was real. If we were born that time, could be us. We gotta be grateful on a daily basis. Now we wake up, we're on our phone, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Uber Eats delivering our food. We get mad if it doesn't turn up on time. Get mad at Starbucks for putting too much sugar in our coffee. Like, what the hell, man? Like, honestly, like, we gotta be grateful. So when you read stuff like that, it makes you, see the world in a different way, different perspective. It's important. But again, thank you for watching this video. That will be the end of it. I might go ahead and do a video on each of my favorite books. There's a lot to share. Comment, like this video, subscribe if you want to. Maybe put in the comment your favorite book, or your reading habits. I want this video to be all about reading, education, spreading the knowledge and wisdom. As I said before, we are all students of life. So and it's all about spreading the message and learning and teaching and inspiring others. So thank you again, and I hope that you've gained something from this video. Again, whatever you've learned from me, from anyone else, go ahead and share it with others, always. And remember, when you share it, you get to learn it twice. Thank you.